Greetings and hallucinations to all you people out there in FAF. We are back once again on 5 versus 5 pyramids. This ought to be a good game. Got some good players in here, and hopefully we will see some interesting strategies unfold and some active gameplay. On the northern side, we do have a full spread of factions, double SpeedRun, and then the other three. That is going to be Kaiser Palermo, who is Morax, Skyluke, Softly, and last but not least, Kryzek, a 2100 player up here. And then on the southern side, triple Aeon, no SpeedRun. And that is going to be Chosen, Outlander, that is Anaril, Build More Tanks, that is Soviet Pride, the Kappa, and False Trinity. This is actually an older game, I think. Someone sent this in to me to cast, but judging by the player names, I'm thinking this may be back there just a little bit. Alrighty. The game is sped up. We are going to see where this goes. Early aggression units popping up all over the place. This little hunter is by far the fastest one out, sprinting across the map at a headlong pace, desperately searching for an engineer to destroy. It's got to make itself worth the mass. It needs a purpose in life, and that purpose is to kill an engineer. Need Seek and Destroy playing in the background here. I really should queue up some theme music on a soundboard. That would be hilarious. I can think of a lot of good songs that I could use for something like that. Alrighty, early bombers for both Kaiser and Softly. Double bomber for Kaiser. He is going to push in and try to pick up some engineer kills. I am 100% positive that False Trinity is not going to like this because my goodness, I can't stop yawning. Build More Tanks is dropping the mass extractors, which would normally go to the air player. And on the northern side, Chosen is also dropping as mass extractors. That is going to leave the air player with an abysmal 5 mass extractors. That is the worst. Oh man, Build More Tanks telling him, screw off, take the corner. I don't care. I want those mass extractors. Alright, he is very wisely pushing out an interceptor in front of his potential engineers. Gonna pick up that bomber and some combat units in with this drop, 2-3 tanks, to make sure that those engineers do not get sniped off. Brief little standoff in the center there, but it looks like we're going to have an ACU pair and an ACU pair upgrading, maybe. Yes, that is going to be gun upgrade, judging by the comments. Soviet needs to watch himself. He is versus a very good player, and choosing to upgrade close to that many units is kind of nerve-wracking, I would say. On the northern side here, let's see if Morax, wrong person, they swapped right at that moment. Morax does not have any upgrades. I thought he may have had gun. There was a push here by Morax, but that is going to be driven back by Chosen. Very good placement of units there. Then we're going to have a massive jumble here in the center. Units and ACUs intertwining 3 different ways. Who knows where all of those are going to end up. And bombers down here on Softly's ACU. Looks like Soviet is in trouble. There were a lot more tanks than he realized there, I think. And Softly is going to get the kill. Boom goes the dynamite. One man down on the Southern team. That's going to put them at a disadvantage, and immediately going to have to swap over because that looked like it was going to be a really big engagement, but they met up and then immediately split apart. Mercy's coming in for Softly. Buddy, a warrant has been taken out for your death, and I think the Southern team is going to cash in. We have a Mercy coming, and that is 100% air control with no anti-air. There's nothing you can do against that. 2 T1AA, bomber covering. The AA is going to waste its fire, and Mercy launched. Beautiful hit. Softly is down. We have a symmetrical play now. It is one down on each team. Still continuing to see land engagements on the northern side, but so much T1 spam. See a gun upgrade here and just some general chaos. Pyramid always plays out differently. You can turtle, you can gun upgrade, you can spam, you can do whatever you want because everything is allowed for. Love all of the little channels and diversions, and this map is just really brilliant to play. Can turn into an eco-whoring map if you're not careful, but it does present a lot of opportunity for skilled players to show their stuff. Kryzak has an insanely early T3 comp. That is an 11-minute T3 ACU. I think that is T3. No, that may be a double vet. That is a double vet T2. I saw the Kappa's comments over there about a T3 commander. That is actually a really interesting little tidbit. A T2 ACU with double vet has exactly the same health and apparent characteristics as a T3. It's a good way to scare the crap out of people if they're not expecting it. Oh, I was about to be very impressed with him for getting T3 at minute 11, but I suppose I will have to back off of that opinion. Skyluke actually doing an incredibly good job. He has moved southward with a very large amount of spam, helps deny any claim to that territory, and is now actually going to be feeding mass. That is a siege tank dropped by Chosen. Chosen is T3 land, and that single siege tank, those are very, very good against T1 spam. A lot of you have heard me say time and time again how much the T3 siege tank sucks, but it is one of those units that if it does one thing well, that is killing T1 spam. They do have a lot of force behind them, but they're lackluster compared to everything else. All of the other T3 units have something that they're really, really good at, and the T3 siege tank is just kind of meh. It is relatively slow, short range, good damage, but kind of mediocre health. Just nothing special. I see 2 Titans. Very brave little Titans. That is a brilliant move. He's going to lose both of those, but he pushed in and killed the shield, and now he has all of these mobile missile launchers that he's going to be able to move forward and start pounding down on this base. He's going to keep that shield gone, but unfortunately he has 2 ACUs to deal with in the middle here. That is a lot of build power to contend with, and I don't know that he's going to be able to keep it down, but I love that use of the Titans. Just sprint in there right underneath the shield, and at the sacrifice of 2 units, focus fire the shield. That is what makes this game fun. Unique uses for units, and always trying to dig up something new. A T2 engineer headed out to the front for Chosen. Looks like that is building point defense. My goodness, I can't stop yawning. I do believe I need a nap. That's what I get for working from too early in the morning till too late in the evening. Alrighty. T3 Air has hit the field. False Trinity has a T3 Air factory, and he has started his ASF production. I imagine that means that we are going to see a strap bomber soon. That is usually what that indicates, and he is sticking with ASF production for now. I missed that. Holy cow. Keezer has pushed a Soul Ripper Rush, gotten it in the air at 1745. That is ridiculous. Unfortunately, the Southern team got got early air. I don't think. Yes. No, that is Morax on the Northern team commenting that he's built a bug. The Southern team had no idea that it was coming, and it is now barreling down the center. Only 3 ASF out for Keezer. I don't think he's going to be able to protect that bug, but he is going to rake in some vet and ACU kill, and that is going to take a lot of the T3 air with it. That is the best thing that could have happened to that bug. My goodness, that was a lucky hit. Very lucky indeed. 2 ACUs, Anaril, and the Kappa going up in flames. And now the bug is going to start pounding down on the T3 power. False Trinity throwing up Sam's for all he's worth, and he was able to drop that bug. That is going to be a huge amount of reclaim if the Southern team can hold it. It is now 4 versus 2, and that was 2 very big disadvantages. That was the center hold right there. So there are no combat units anywhere on the Southern side, and this is about to be a massive T1 spam. This is going to be major problems here. Hero point defense trying to stand up and doing what point defense do, killing an impressive amount of Auroras, but it will fall to that big of numbers. No, Skyluke, don't stop. Don't stop. You have to keep moving. Titans coming in and dying hilariously to the siege tanks, because Titans are probably one of the few units that suck more than the T3 siege tank. Except for speed. They're a T3 rating unit. The speed is amazing. Chosen showing his brilliance here. He has completely walled off the Southern side, and that is going to stop those T1 units from advancing, and then he is just going to pin them down with these 3 siege tanks, which are going to start racking up some serious vet here. 24, 32, and 25 kills, although he doesn't need to move them. Artie is going to drop 1. So sad. But I think those 2 will be able to deal with the issues. Alright, on the Northern team, we have a Fat Boy started, and a Megalith, and a Nuke. Although the Nuke is not currently building. Keezer pulling a 185 on the income. False Trinity slightly ahead with 212. And he does have a GC casually stomping its way across the map. And Harvey versus Siege Tank. The Siege Tank with the extra vet will win. Looks like Keezer actually still has a good air advantage, which is very impressive considering the fact that he pulled a Ripper at 1745. Chosen, I believe that Galactic Colossus was given to him. Yes, he has not built his own T4, I don't think. Alright, Fat Boy is going to be online momentarily. Strap Bomber for Keezer, that is going to come in and try to lay down some hurt. You know what? Oh no, never mind. I thought that was a T3 anti-air. That is a sniper bot. Strat is going to get absolutely nothing done. And there is also a Monkey Lord in production for Morax. That has the potential to be devastating, depending on how much scouting is going on. I don't think... Yes, the Southern team does have Omni, so it will only get so far. Another lovely little tidbit that some of you may not know, but which I'm sure a lot of you do. The Monkey Lord used to have personal stealth. It now has general stealth. It runs its own stealth field, which has a circumference of roughly here. And anything inside that stealth will not appear on radar. So you can actually stealth your base. You can stealth accompanying flak. You can run it through the water. This is hilarious. You can run it through the water accompanied by Wagners and pop up on the other side and be under stealth the entire time. It is great. Fantastic. You can almost hear the screams of terror when the Monkey Lord pops up practically inside the enemy's base. Great stuff. An impressive amount of strat bombers for Keyser. I believe that is 5, and he does have enough ASF to cover them. Alright, I gotta go to bed earlier tonight because I'm still yawning. Holy cow. Alright, flak is going to drop that strat. I'm very surprised that the flak is that effective, but I guess it was only versus a single strat. And 2 Monkey Lords. As long as all of these units stick close. Nope, scouts. Alright, the southern team knows that is coming, but this is a brutal force up here. That is going to be, let me get quick tabs on it. That is going to be 14 Harbingers. I don't know why this guy's building only Titans. 10 Titans, about 6 Loyalists, and 2 Monkey Lords. That is going to demolish everything. As long as it doesn't just stand there and take sniper fire. I don't know why he was doing that. Alright, GC is going to run in first to start soaking the damage, and then the T3 tanks. No, bad micro. Bad. Chosen, you disappoint me. No. No. Alright. Yathatha will be able to simultaneously damage both Monkey Lords. One is down. Now the T3 tanks are focus firing it, and the second one will go down. No problemo. Defense is successful. I'm going to bump up one more tick if my CPU will hold it, and it will. That is going to be the beginning of another little standoff. It is still 2 versus 4, but I think the northern team has squandered the massive advantage that they once had. They were 4 versus 2, and the southern team only had like 2.5 bases worth of eco. And they did have the Soul Ripper wreck, but False Trinity did not have the power to reclaim that and use the mass effectively. And I can't believe I just watched that many T4 and T3 units get flushed down the drain, but that is what you get when you attack a 1900 player when he is prepared for you. The Kappa commenting, and there went my CPU. Apparently he has finally dipped to -1, which is kind of sad, honestly, on a map this size. I am sorry for you, bud. I wish I could magically grant you a better CPU so you could enjoy FAF more, but I can't. Too bad. Alright, this is a good little combination here. We have a Monkey Lord covering a Fat Boy. That solves the direct fire problem. And a Megalith coming up right behind. That is long, medium, and short range all together. Brilliant little push. Although the Megalith needs to catch up in a bad kind of way. It looks like Kryzek is having power problems. Yes, he is. He is depending entirely on overflow. False Trinity is now firmly in control of the air. He has done a good job of recuperating. Of course, not having to build as many strat bombers as Keyser went through does help you increase your ASF production. And
Strategic launch detected.
That is always frustrating to watch. A nuke! Yes! A nuke from Chosen. Strat bombers coming in, but it is not enough and it is far too late. There is no nuke defense, and it looks like that's going to get 2 ACUs. 3 ACUs. That is, oh, that is fantastic. Brilliantly done, Chosen. Great recovery. You not only denied a combined attack force of 3 people, but then you took out 3 people with a nuke that you built in addition to what you needed to defend. So that is the mark of a good player there. Great game. Morax has his work cut out for him now. He does still have 2 Monkey Lords, but he is all alone in the world and severely lacking in power, it looks like. Yes, despite having 2 T3 gens, don't think that he is in good shape. And Strat Bombers winging in, attempted dodge, but it is not enough. Seraphim Strat Bombers with that really good AoE. They are going to nab him. All right, good game to all involved, especially the Southern team. That is what happens when you leave a good player alone in their base too long. You do not want to turn it into a turtle war. You want to be aggressive right up till the very end, because if you do not press that advantage that you have, you're going to let them build a nuke, multiple T4, Awasas, whatever. It's just not going to end well. Alrighty, guys, I hope you enjoyed that cast. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, and especially now, please send me replays, as I mentioned on my little status update thing that I posted. I had a lot of issues with replays that everybody sent into me. While I do appreciate the replays, I can't use them. I am so sorry, guys, so I need new material. Send it in all you can. I will cast it. Alright, guys, till next time, that is going to wrap it up for me.